Good evening. An Israeli official shares how a Filipina nurse was killed amid the Israel-Hamas conflict as she remained by her elderly patient's side. In a post on X, Deputy Mayor of Jerusalem, Flor Hassan Nahum, shares a photo of Filipina nurse Angeline. According to the Israeli official, Angeline refused to leave her elderly patient, Nira, despite having a chance to flee the Hamas terror attacks. She says Angeline showed unbelievable humanity and loyalty. However, she says both Angeline and Nira died at the hands of the Hamas group. The Philippine Embassy in Tel Aviv, Israel, earlier confirmed the deaths of 2 Filipinos in war-torn Israel. However, it is not yet clear if the nurse is among the confirmed deaths. The State Weather Bureau says the southwest monsoon or habagat season is officially over. In a press release, Pag-asa says a significant weakening of the habagat was observed over the past few days. According to Pag-asa, the Philippines is now in a gradual transition period to northeast monsoon or amihan season. It expects the amihan season to be declared in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, a low-pressure area is currently being monitored 300 kilometers west of Puerto Princesa City in Palawan. The trough of the LPA will bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over Calabarzon, Oriental Mindoro, Occidental Mindoro, and the northern portion of Palawan. Metro Manila and the rest of the country will experience partly cloudy skies to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Cloudy skies with light rains is expected over Batanes, Cagayan, Isabela, Apayao, and Abra due to the northeasterly surface wind flow. Senators emphasized the need to investigate a whistleblower's retraction of corruption allegations against the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board. This comes after former LTFRB Senior Executive Assistant Jeffrey Tumbado on Monday revealed alleged corrupt activities happening within the board, tagging now suspended LTFRB Chairman Chofilo Guadis III. On Wednesday, Tumbado issued an affidavit of recantation, claiming that while there were anomalies within the agency, his allegations were, quote, unintentional and misguided. Senator Grace Poe questions what made Tumbado recant his allegations, saying it should be investigated. She also expresses hope that more legitimate whistleblowers will testify against any anomalies within government and vows the Senate will protect informants. Meanwhile, Senator Coco Pimentel shares Poe's views. Regardless of the recantation, Pimentel maintains that the accusation should still be investigated. Pimentel says if no one seriously pursues the issue, he will file a resolution for the Senate to investigate it. Former President Rodrigo Duterte discloses prodding his daughter, Vice President Sara Duterte, to frankly tell critics that her confidential funds would be used against, quote, communists in Congress. In an interview over SMNI on Tuesday, Duterte recalls his discussion with the Vice President about the controversial confidential funds of her office and the Department of Education. He says he told his daughter to be straightforward about the use of her intelligence funds, which he says are targeting, quote, the communists in Congress. The former president says he also referred to ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro as, quote, one of the communists they want to kill. Castro has been a vocal critic of the confidential funds lodged within the proposed budgets of the Office of the Vice President and DepEd. Meanwhile, the Alliance of Concerned Teachers says Duterte's remarks are a clear threat to Castro's life and reveals his fascistic tendencies again. ACT Chairperson Vladimir Cuetwa says Duterte's remarks should not merely be disregarded as the culture of killings and impunity should stop. Castro and the rest of the Makabayan Bloc's crusade against confidential funds turned out successful as the House leadership decided to remove from the proposed 2024 budget the secret funds of 5 agencies, including the OVP and DepEd. An official of the Philippine Statistics Authority says the financial data hacked from its system is not extensive. PSA Data Protection Officer Eliezer Ambatali says the leaked financial information of people from poor communities came from the community-based monitoring system and contains fewer details than other surveys of the agency. The community-based monitoring system contains data on households targeted by the government for poverty alleviation programs. On Wednesday, PSA announced that it suffered a data leak last October 7 following claims of an alleged hacker on social media that the agency's system was hacked. Ambatali assures the public that information stored with the National Identification System and PSA's civil registry services were not affected by the alleged hacking. Ambatali also says that after monitoring areas not affected by the attack, PSA implemented measures to ensure that the incident remains isolated. Days before PSA announced that its system experienced a data leak, the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation or PhilHealth had a similar cyber attack. The Antipolo Police Station says it needs the go signal of the 5th grader's family before it can file a child abuse complaint against a teacher who slapped the student in school. Antipolo City Police Officer in Charge, Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Manongdo, says they are waiting for the family's decision if they would file the complaint against the teacher for violating Republic Act 7610 or the Special Protection of Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act. Under the anti-child abuse law, violators would be penalized with imprisonment ranging from 6 months to 6 years and a fine of not less than 50,000 pesos to 300,000 pesos. Earlier, police said the autopsy revealed that there was no direct connection between the child's death and the slapping incident. Sought for a comment on the Philippine National Police Forensic Group's findings, Gumikib's mother, Elena Mingoy, says they have yet to decide whether to conduct a second autopsy examination. The Department of Education has ordered a 90-day preventive suspension against the teacher accused of slapping Gumikib. Alamin naman natin ang mainit na balita sa mundo ng showbiz. Narito ang report ni Anthony Sarceo.
Isang birthday greeting ang handog ni Gardo Bersosa sa kaibigang si Ricardo Cepeda na nagdiwang ng kaarawan kahapon, October 11. Nagpost si Gardo sa kanyang Instagram account ang larawan kasama ang kaibigan, kalakip ang kanyang mensahe ng pagsuporta at pagbati sa kapwa veteranong aktor. Ayon kay Gardo, bagamat hindi niya alam ang punot dulo ng isyong kinasasangkutan ng kaibigan, ay alam niya mabuting tao ito at lagi silang kasama ng partner niyang si Marina Benipayo sa kanyang mga panalangin. Matatanda ang kasalukuyang nasa kustodiya ng pulisya si Ricardo matapos itong mahuli kaugnay ng kasong syndicated estafa. Hindi raw lubos maisip ni Gardo na nangyayari ang ganitong bagay kay Ricardo dahil mabait ito kaya't hiling niya na sana'y mahuli na ng mga polis ang tunay na may sala upang mabigyang linaw ang mga nangyayari. Bago pa man ang birthday greeting ni Gardo sa kaibigan, ay una na itong nagpakita ng suporta nang magkomento siya sa TikTok video ni Marina hinggil sa kanyang first-hand experience sa ginawang kabutihan ni Ricardo sa kanya. Aniya, noong inatake siya sa puso ay agad na nag-offer ng tulong sa kanila si Ricardo kahit na matagal na silang hindi nagkakausap. Sabi pa ni Gardo, noong time na nasa bingit siya ng kamatayan ay nandoon ang kaibigan, kaya naman sa panahong kinakailangan nito ng suporta at dasal, ay hindi siya magdadalawang isip na ibigay ito sa kaibigan at sa pamilya nitong apektado sa mga nangyayari. Ako po si Teresa Arceo at yan ang Bandera Chica for today.
Here's the latest roundup of today's top stories. Filipina nurse killed amid the Israel-Hamas conflict remained by her elderly patient's side despite having a chance to flee, according to an Israeli official. DFA places Gaza under alert level 3 amid Israel-Hamas conflict. And the Philippine Statistics Authority official says the financial data hacked from its system is not extensive. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good evening.